Hi. So a few years ago, Margaret and I were flying a trip on the 330 to Europe, and we met a couple passengers in the back, and we ended up making friends with them. And it turns out that they own their own HondaJet, which is right here behind us. They invited us at that time to come on out and see 5 national parks in an hour, and we called their bluff. So
Here we
here's a
are.
little video about that. Hey, good morning. Now for something completely different. Margaret and I are visiting our very dear friends, Mark and Jana. We are in Cedar City, Utah, and they've graciously invited us here. We're going to go take a ride in their beautiful new HondaJet. We started out by staying in a 2-bedroom apartment that our friends have attached to their hangar. That's the view out the window into the hangar. And here's the HondaJet. Nice little airplane. Give you a quick view of the inside, going towards the back of the airplane, and then spinning around for a little view of the cockpit. Now we taxied out. We had to wait at the end of the runway for Mark's grandson to land. He was doing some touch and goes that day. I didn't film the takeoff because I made the takeoff. However, we got in the air safely anyway and started flying right around Zion National Park. Made a couple circles. The sun was low in the sky, so we had to get the right angle, but what a view. I was just flabbergasted by how beautiful it was. And then we flew a little bit further south towards the Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon views were unbelievable. There's no view like the one out of the cockpit window. Grand Canyon, as far as you could see, couldn't get right over it. It's a restricted area, but we came really close, and that was good enough. It's big enough for everybody to see. Glen Canyon Dam, approaching Lake Powell. I had never seen this dam before, and Lake Powell was unbelievable. You could look down into the little coves and find houseboats tucked in there. I told Mark that I was going to have to make this trip now, a houseboat trip on Lake Powell with maybe 10 of our closest friends. Just beautiful. I couldn't stop looking out the window. You can get right up into the little backwaters there, the stone formations. Just a constant look out the window. Flying all around there. I think we saw 6 national parks today, actually. Got a little bonus for our time in the airplane. We're about 4,000 feet over the ground right here. Then on to Bryce Canyon. The rock formations there. I did a mountain bike trip out there riding along all these formations. Hoodoos is what they call the little towers. Just a long line of beauty. The stone was crazy. Coming up around the end of it. You can see the colors there. The leaves are changing. The aspen leaves are all turning yellow and red in some spots. This is Navajo Lake where Mark used to hang out in the summer times. You can see the different colored trees among all the fire breaks. And last but not least, came up on, this was Cedar Breaks National Monument. That peak right past the cliffs is the top of Bryan Head, which is a ski area which I've skied at and mountain biked at. And of course I got to film the landing. Mark did the landing, a great job. So we watched it come in. I told him no pressure just because I was filming. The end of a perfect hour, actually about an hour and 15 minutes. He kept us up a little longer. Couple shots. There's Margaret relaxing in the back, Mark and myself in the cockpit. Well, I gotta say that was probably the most spectacular sightseeing flight I have ever been on. I don't know how to thank Mark and Jana enough, but we're going to work on it. Maybe, what do you think, a Stearman checkout for Mark here?
It could be the answer.
You know, I think he'd like that. So anyway, what a great day. We're going to try to edit this all together. Hopefully if you're watching this, you're watching the finished video. But I'm going to be smiling for the rest of the day. So thank you both.
There's the ladies.
There they are.
Hey, what an awesome trip.
Yeah,
Beautiful morning.
it was. Yeah. Okay.
Great day.
The HondaJet has a unique wing-mounted engine, a vertical pylon, kept it much quieter in the cockpit and in the cabin. Thanks for watching.